and only about 1/3 of re-enrolled students actually end up finishing their degree. The students who re-enrolled 1 to 4 months after closure were the most likely to get a degree, with 47% of that group finishing their new program. Students who waited longer than a year to re-enroll only had an 18% chance of completing their degrees. On average, for-profit students who experienced a closure had significantly worse outcomes than nonprofit closures. But again, that's an entirely different issue. And it's worth mentioning that this isn't an issue that is impacting all private schools equally.
A number of record applications applied for spots this year. Yale and Brown also got record numbers of apps and marked record low acceptance rates. And it's not just Ivy League schools. Many colleges and universities across the country inundated with applications.
We've spoken a lot about this, is the bifurcation of the sector, the weak getting weaker, the strong getting stronger.
To put it plainly, the top schools like the Ivy League and big state schools are bringing in more money, more applicants, and larger endowments than ever before, pulling those dwindling student numbers away from smaller schools that struggle to compete.
There's going to be a real challenge for institutions who are not elite and probably don't have large market share or football or basketball teams that they can rely on to help boost recruiting.
The question is, who will survive through the bottom? And as usual, a smaller enrollment base, a operationally challenged sort of platform, heavy reliance on one or two revenue sources, tuition and maybe room and board and student fees. All of those things make weathering that more challenging. And so the burden has tended and continues to fall more heavily on those institutions.
There's also something else that's happened in the past few years, something that may explain why top-tier private schools are seeing record application numbers: test scores, or rather a lack of test scores.